Now, as we move on to UFC 315, Shavkat Rakhmonov is out. He is not fighting in the main event against Bilal Muhammad. People are going crazy, more so about this fight. I mean, it's not completely surprising that Topuria vacated the belt. I mean, you already know he has plans to move up, but it's still surprising. But this one is more or less outrageous because Shavkat, much like a Hamzat Chimaev, has a huge following. People believe he already is the champ. It's just a matter of, not if, but when. And he did what he had to do, fighting Ian Gary on really short notice, beating him in a great fight, proving that that's going to be an epic matchup. And all of a sudden, we get the news that it's Bilal versus JDM, Jack De La Maddalena. And people are like, what happened to Shav? People were going so crazy that Shavkat had to issue a statement, which was probably pushed behind the scenes by the UFC. Of course, this is speculation. But when you read the statement and it says something like, the UFC offered me first, but due to injury, I had to pull out. I mean, that sounds like someone told me I had to write that because the people are going so crazy about this. They're not happy about JDM fighting for the title because everyone believes it's Shavkat's title to lose at this point, and now he's out. And what's confusing about this is if it's a big injury, you would think Shavkat would have told us all. Okay, that didn't happen, and maybe it is a big injury, but that leads you to believe that it's a minor injury of where they could have waited 2 or 3 months, give Shavkat some more time, and let him fight. But instead, you got Shavkat on the sidelines for at least 6 to 8 months. And if this fight, is a tough fight, and both of these guys get potentially 6 month submissions, whoever wins, then you got Shavkat looking at 9 or 10 months before he fights, as he said later in the year. So people are obviously upset about this situation, but it is what it is. This is what we got. We got Bilal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena.